Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ivan, and let's get right into it. What do you know about the stock market? They will tell you it's a place where liars and cheaters will do whatever it takes to get every last dime out of you. And they'd be right. But what do you see? Red and green bars on a chart? Do you want to know what I see? I see a dogfight in every tick. A battle for supremacy between the bears and the bulls. Several ticks turn into a bar. Several bars turn into a trend. Trends turn into patterns, and patterns are how we make money. I see the language of money. And with that in mind, let's get straight into the S&P 500. As you can see, the S&P 500 did terrible today. If you had woken up 15-20 minutes before the market opened, you would have seen some really good strength, and you probably would have thought we're going higher. Hit all-time highs and gonna go higher. However, if you listened and watched my video yesterday, I told you, do not FOMO into any given direction that the market opens up at. Why? Because even though we are at all-time highs and shorts are beginning to capitulate, there are also always going to be prudent money managers that are going to be looking to sell at all-time highs. So with that in mind, we saw just a monsoon of selling come in as soon as the market opened, and there was no reprieve. A little bit of consolidation during what would be considered to be lunchtime hours, and then just straight down when traders returned from their desks on the East Coast. No mercy. It's absolutely savage. And you have to be nimble and flexible enough to trade the chart that's in front of you. And I get it, it's tough because we all put in a lot of work. We have our bias and we think that our idea is correct. But at the end of the day, the stock market doesn't give a fuck what you think. It doesn't care about what I think. It is only the collective will of the entire market. However, with that being said, it did leave some clues for us today to really dissect and try to see if we can't use this to profit off tomorrow. So with that in mind, I really just wanted to go over real quick some key levels on the S&P 500. For me, resistance is at $533. I know it went a little bit above that, but support and resistance lines are fences. They're not concrete walls. So you'll see that they will go up close to the level, or they'll go past the level by a couple cents or $1 or $2, and then savagely reverse. But that is my resistance, and the support level that I have for the S&P 500 is 525. You can see today it got down a little bit less than that, but 525 is really a natural support, and I think that a lot of people will step in to buy at 525 if it gets back down there tomorrow and it's able to hold some of its gains. Switching over to technology on the QQQs, we had an even better all-time high, but then an even more savage sell-off after that all-time high. Same picture in the morning. We had some strength pre-market, and then as soon as the opening bell rang, it was just a straight slaughter the entire day. And like I said, we have a lot of profit taking by prudent money managers, but we also have a lot of disciplined shorts that have been patiently waiting for an opportunity. The QQQ in particular and stocks in general have rallied for several weeks at this point. So any weakness, they're going to be ready and willing to pounce. And that's exactly what they did today. The next stock I want to talk about, Tesla. Another one that got slaughtered. For me, as you can see on my chart, I have 180 as a support and resistance line, and I was kind of hesitant to trade this here when it was at $181. But right when it sliced through 180, I knew it was going lower, and I knew we had a chance to retest that 175. I had no idea it was going to go to 173.26. But even in this $5 range right here, you still had a wonderful opportunity to make some money. If you, the first time it came to roughly 175, you bought the dip, that was a $2 gain. Not bad. Get in, get whatever profit you can, and get out when buying the dip in this moment. And I get it. Yesterday I said, hey, buy the dip. I think it's a working strategy, but you also have to be careful because the market that we're in right now, it can be a little topsy-turvy. NVIDIA Corporation was everyone on everyone's watch list. Everyone was watching this. And to be completely honest with you, I was a little disappointed in the price action. I didn't see really any aggressive buyers stepping in and just voraciously trying to gobble up anything and every share that they could get their hands on. It was strong, but in my opinion, somewhat muted. However, with that in mind, my personal resistance for NVIDIA, I don't have a resistance price for NVIDIA. I think it's open skies, honestly. It's just clear and open skies, and sky's the limit. We're just going to have to see. We're going to have to wait patiently for a good, concrete, solid resistance to appear. But in terms of support, I have 1,000 as my support level. And yes, it's above that by $37 right now. But just in general, that natural support, that price, I believe, will act as natural support and in the future present a good buying opportunity potentially for a short-term trade. It might not have a lot of legs when it bounces, but it could also too. So, you have to balance that risk between YOLO, you only live once, and don't be a bitch, because diamond hands. If any of you guys still remember diamond hands. Speaking of NVIDIA, SMCI, which was a more textbook rejection of that $972 level. And real quick, I want to show you where I got the 972 at roughly. Yeah, it was 971.02. So it wasn't exactly that price, but it was close enough. And I marked it, and today it ended up being an absolute banger. Unfortunately, I didn't see it in real time, and that's something that I've been trying to tell myself too. I'm just like, okay, Ivan, you got to keep your head on a swivel. There's a lot going on at the open. You're watching the S&P 500, the QQQs, Tesla, NVIDIA, and I missed SMCI. I just totally missed it. That was on me, but hopefully you guys got it, and hopefully you guys made some good money off of it. For those of you that are watching me that are, kind of a little newer to the game, I really want to emphasize that this is a really good amount of opportunity. As you can see, I have my bottom line right here, my support line at 862.93 cents. So if you had bought it yesterday before the close, right here, let's just say theoretically you had purchased 100 shares. The very next day, today, it would have been up almost $100. So $100 per share. And you had 100 shares, that would have been $10,000 in profit. If we scale that down a little bit more, because not everybody is a baller, let's just say that you had purchased 10 shares, which would have cost you $8,700. You sell this morning for $100 per share profit, and you would have made $1,000 overnight. So it was a really good trade, really good opportunities. Vice, the same opportunity presented itself to the downside with a more than $100 move, $136 move. So definitely some good opportunities in the stock market today. Some good volatilities. If you were ready, if you had your support and resistance lines ready to go, you would have made some good money. You would have been able to take advantage of some good opportunities. Just real quick, the last one, Boeing, BA, ticker symbol BA. I'm sure probably a lot of people don't like it, but I like trading Boeing, especially when it has some momentum to it. Because I don't know, for me and the way my brain sees it, I just see it a little better. I don't know. But what I do know is that it got absolutely slaughtered today. Just a straight sell, just went straight down, rejecting this 186 that it had been battling at for a couple of days, and it was just down, down, down all day until it caught at my support line of roughly 172. When it comes to these stocks, this upcoming session is going to be Friday. So Friday is usually a wild card. It could be a banger or it could be really slow. Considering the fact that we've hit all-time highs and sold off from all-time highs, I'm anticipating a sideways consolidation day tomorrow. But I do think that if we do see some momentum either way, that it can get very violent very quickly. So with that being said, the successful strategy so far has been to be patient, wait for the stock to show its hand, and then take action. I hope that helps. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.